So I had a request on my channel to compare the Noctis Simplex Plus to the Minelab Manticore. And don't get me wrong with this video, I love the Simplex Plus, and it's been discontinued. So this detector format, this shaft, this handle, and the coil designs, this is the only 9-inch coil that Noctis made for the detectors. Actually, the Legend 2 is going to have a 9-inch coil. But this grip and this shaft design, they carried this on to the Noctis Simplex Ultra, to the Findex Pro, to the Legend, to the double and triple score, the score. So this same shaft design, this was the first generation of this type of grip, handle, and shaft. And comparing these two detectors, it's very difficult to do that because the Simplex Plus, it just doesn't get along with any other metal detector on earth, even other Simplexes. If those who do own a Simplex Plus should know this. And you just can't get around any other metal detector within 10 feet. You might be able to get lucky and do some offsets, some tricky offsets, but if you're around more than one person with a Simplex and they have another detector, especially a multi-frequency detector, you better just stay away from them, because the Simplex Plus really creates an argument between the metal detectors. And I'll show you that right here. And it's quiet, right? I'll turn on the Manticore here. See? And about 7 feet there. But I'm at pretty low gain there. Can go down. See? I'm at pretty medium gain here. See, but it just makes, I want to compare the detectors when they're performing at their peak. I don't want to have to drop the sensitivity down or go into single frequency on a detector, because that's just not fair, right? This detector has so many more options on it, and it's so much lighter, and it's so much more ergonomic. Look at the size of the coil here. They're both, oops, they're both 9-inch coils, okay? Okay, just turn this detector off here. They're both 9-inch coils. Look at this, the thickness of these here, right? Look at how big the lugs are. Look at how thick the lugs are, right? Look at how big the wire is. Let's compare these wires here. See this? See this? See that? So the Simplex Plus is a deep seeking detector. I know that. I have found a lot of deep targets with this detector. But for the most part, I'm not around other people. If you noticed the videos when I was using the Simplex Plus, I was not around anybody, because the Simplex Plus is not friendly to other detectors. And so I'll just go like this here. I'll do the Manticore first, okay? So I'm at 19 sensitivity. This is exactly what I use out in the real world when I'm metal detecting, okay? There's a dime right over here, right there, 6 inches deep, okay? So 22 sensitivity, I can't really get away with 22 sensitivity anywhere I go, right? in the real world. See, look at that. It's starting to chirp a little bit. So it's not really hitting this target very good today. Normally it hits this target a lot better, but every day is different. I'm telling you, I can come out to this same exact target with the same detector, the same program, the same coil, and it performs different every day. Every day it's different, right? Did you hear that? So come over here to the iron, okay? Very evident. There's a coin there, right? Masked in iron. There's another coin masked in iron right there. Okay. Yeah. Listen to EMI. There's no EMI. There's no chatter, no EMI, right? Okay. And this detector is way heavier. It is very, very nose heavy, okay? Very nose heavy. Have zero discrimination, Park 2 program. My sensitivity is almost all the way up. Okay, very simple machine. Okay. So the Simplex line, I would call the Simplex lineup the Find X Pro, the Find X, the Simplex Ultra, the Simplex Plus. They're all very similar machines, right? They have the same tones. They kind of have that clicky, poppy tone. A lot of people have an aversion to this chatty machine like this here. Right? It's hit, right? And with the Simplex, it has a lot slower recovery speed than the modern detectors do, and you can't, there's no adjustment on the recovery speed for the Simplex. I believe one of the programs, I think Park 1 has a slower recovery speed, Park 2, or Park 2 has a faster recovery speed, and it has different tone breaks. But you cannot adjust the tone breaks on this machine. But you have to have a certain swing speed for the certain programs, right? You can't swing too fast. You watch. See, it skips right over it. I can go over that with the other machines, the other modern machines, just smacks it right. So I have to slow down a little bit. Right? It's 14 kilohertz machine. So, or it's a 12 kilohertz machine. So I have to swing quite a bit slower. It has to process my red clay here. So I'll come up to the iron over here. There.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
See, it's still hitting that target right there. I don't know what that is, but it's a target there. So I'm going to turn the volume up here a little bit. Okay. It's just such a huge difference from 1 bar of volume to 2 bars of volume. It's like night and day, right? It's like off and then on. Right? So 2 bars of volume is very, very loud, and then 1 bar of volume is like almost silent. See? That's only one notch there, so it's gonna be just a little bit too noisy, right? For this, it's just too early for that stuff, right? So it's still hitting it, but this is how noisy it is, right? It's just a really noisy hunt. See, look at that. This coin is wrapped in iron here. So it performs very well on coins because it's a lower frequency detector. But coins isn't everything, right? I'm not only going for coins. I'm going for small jewelry sometimes. Sometimes I just want to swing fast and get the shallow targets. Sometimes I want to find deeper relics, and the lower frequencies does perform well on the deeper relics. But when it's so, this detector is just heavy. It's just heavy on the end there with this SP22 coil. This wasn't a very popular coil because it was so heavy. It's just so thick, right? But the Legend 2 is going to have a 22 centimeter coil too, so we'll have to see about that. But this is a good detector in its days. If you want to upgrade your detector, you're going to have to make that decision yourself. I don't tell people what detectors to buy, but there's a humongous difference between this detector and the Manticore. Thank you for watching.